Otherwise, it would have been fucked.
But they were close.
They were close. It was like, oh, but was like the Enterprise booth. No, you took the car from Turo. Come back.
Come back, wrong place.
Wrong place. Because my car, with this one, I have that sticker
Uh-huh.
of my country, Bangladesh map on it.
Oh.
So everyone knows that I drive it. It's mine.
Yeah. They would have known. They were like, "Oh, why is this?"
And that's specifically the dent on the door.
Uh-huh. So welcome, guys. Welcome to another podcast. This is my really good friend. Introduce yourself first.
Hi, I'm Arafatul Mamour.
Yes.
But my good name is Arafat.
Yeah, he's
Easy.
pretty much the king of fashion. Okay, this guy makes everything. You know, Louis Vuitton. This is the guy who gives them their stuff. Yeah.
The fake one.
Hey, it's something. He gives us something. So yeah, today we and him are trying to get into a business started. So we'll talk a little bit first to you're honestly, man. I don't know if you know this, but you inspire me a lot, brother. Because
Really?
yeah, when I getting into certain jobs, I met him pretty much on a job that we used to do, and pretty much. During this job period, everybody always does. They just do work, but they don't have anything outside of work, and no one knew it. But then I once shared my details with you, and I found out that this guy's doing something very similar. So this guy's also very business focused. So after that, man, my respect for you skyrocketed because I'm like, yo, man,
Thank you.
yeah. And this guy, had a very, this guy didn't have a very easy upbringing because he's actually an immigrant. Although your English is spectacular, but and I hope that you're not like I'm being completely honest with you, but yeah. So, he wasn't from obviously Canada. So he came into Canada. He's an international student, worked his butt off, created some good businesses, and, he's trying to make it. And listening to the story, man, just makes me inspired. It makes me happy to be your friend.
What story you want to hear? How I got into Turo?
Yeah, well, let's start from your parents back home. Your dad
Yes.
is an entrepreneur, right? He is some sort of business owner.
Yes,
Yeah, so what
does
does he do?
garments, accessories, and all.
Mhm.
He's in this business around like now 37 years.
A long time.
Yeah, he was basically he started the job
Mhm.
in one of the very good companies in Bangladesh,
Okay.
and after working maybe 2 years, he
Mhm.
decided. My dad is not good at following rules.
Yeah.
Not
Just like
good at
you, right?
following orders. Yeah, kind of like me. Oh, no, I'm like him
yeah,
because
yeah.
he came to the earth before me.
Uh-huh.
But after 2 years, he decided that okay, I'll do the business by my own.
Mm-hmm.
And
So did he have a partner beforehand, or he would?
yeah, so first his partner was his elder brother.
Okay.
So one of my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
He was in a very good position as well, but they both decided to quit the job and start the business.
Mm-hmm.
And later on, my uncle's two friends joined. So there were
Uh-huh.
4 partners in total. And they did the business pretty well. So
Mhm.
it was basically, it was like, how do I explain? And it was like a garment sector.
Mm-hmm.
But before, in Bangladesh, it's before 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Early.
Early 2000. Like 1991, 1992, around that time. People didn't have any media to contact with the foreign buyers and all.
Okay.
So they were working as that. They used to get the orders, get to the order to the perfect factory and all what they need, and they were just in between person
Mhm.
of that. Later on, around like 1999, I
Mhm.
believe the government shut that media off, and they did the direct connection.
Okay. So now it's direct to consumer.
Yes, that time it was a breakdown for my dad because there's
Lost
no
his
connect.
entire job.
Yep, the business just shut down because they canceled all the licenses.
Mhm.
It needed a specific license, so
Mhm.
my dad didn't lose hope.
Mhm.
He was struggling a bit, and then around like 2-3 years later, in 2003, I believe, he started. Okay, why not start a farm of my own?
Mm-hmm.
So he gave a shot. So he said, "I'll take the risk." At that time, I was there as well. I was, I believe, around like
In
5.
diapers.
Not in diapers exactly. I was in school because I was born in 1998, so it
Yeah.
should be like 5 years.
5 years old. Yeah.
And then from there, he started getting the buyers and the clients because he knew who he was giving the orders and from whom he was getting. So he helped a friend of him to build a factory because my dad was lacking in capital, and I'm not ashamed of saying that because my dad always told me that whatever you have, just say it out.
Mhm.
Don't exaggerate or just sugarcoat it.
Mhm.
So he helped a friend of his to build a factory because he had some money and all.
Mhm.
So his friend built the factory. My dad was looking out about the accessories and all, and then it started running smoothly. They were doing good, and around like 2016, there was
Mhm.
one more breakdown.
Mhm.
One of my dad's partner betrayed.
Mm.
So
The old Indian drama, huh?
yeah, Indian and Bangladeshi people have the same.
Yeah,
drama.
I know. We all have the exact same drama.
So basically, it was big orders from China coming up,
Mhm.
and my dad was expecting good amount of money because I was planning to come to, abroad for my studies. So my dad was like, okay, I will have. So what happened? That guy, my dad went out for a month for his treatments and all,
Mm-hmm.
and then that guy wrote every bill under his name.
Mm-hmm.
None of the payments were coming directly to the firm. Instead, it was going
To his
directly
bank
to
account.
bank account. When my dad came in, it was a complete shock because he wasn't prepared for it,
Mm-hmm.
and still that guy didn't lose hope, and he still continued doing it. Luckily,
Persevered.
my dad prefers that I would do maybe $2 profit, but I will give the best quality so that people keeps on coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad always is a man of principles. He never wanna cheat someone,
Mm-hmm.
never wanna do variations in his quality. He always want to have a good name. For him, reputation is very important.
Mm-hmm.
So from that, he stood again and he sent me here because coming to Canada is pretty expensive for Bangladesh.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
He made it, and for 3 years he took my studies, take care of my tuition and everything.
Mhm.
After that,
Then you became your own man.
yeah, not fully, but I'm trying to.
Yeah, we're all trying to, right?
Now I'm just trying to cover my expenses, but I want to go in a state in a couple of years so that I can cover my dad's expenses. So I want
Mhm.
to tell him, you take rest, let me take
Your
care. of it."
businessman son's over here, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's kind of like in a blood.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, the entrepreneur spirit is definitely real with you guys. So no, that's awesome, man. So nice. So now your dad has his own firm that he's
Yeah.
making clothing for, right?
Yeah.
And heads up, we might be doing some good quality merch very soon, right? No
Sure.
more Apex, no more this shit. It's gonna be something beautiful.
Yes.
But okay, nice. So your dad obviously persevered a lot through his through hardships, and he did fantastic. So then, how did you get into the realm of business? Did you ever think you were going to? Did you think you were going to do a job?
So basically, my initial plan was, which every engineer student have. I thought, okay, I will do a job for 2-3 years in
Mhm.
my field, and then start a software firm of my own.
Mm-hmm.
But after that time, it changed, and I don't know how I changed the full sector and came into cars because I loved cars a lot, and I've been flipping cars for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and that was because of my
Back
hobby.
in Bangladesh too, or just here?
Just here.
Just here.
It was just of my hobby. I wanted to drive every car,
Mm-hmm.
every make and model. So I was doing it, but I never thought in a business way.
Mm-hmm.
But when it clicked in my head, like, okay, I can get into the business of it, and then where it made a turn.
Mm-hmm. So okay, that very interesting. So yeah, so it was just a hobby turned into a business where you're like, wait a second, I can make money from this hobby, right?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. And so I know you're not the only partner in your business.
Mhm.
So where did your partners come in, and why did you choose to have your partners? Because if I'm not mistaken, you were the brains of the operation where you originally had the idea, correct?
So
Or
the
no?
initial stage, I was the one.
Okay.
So I got in the business.
So something clicked. You're like, I'm in this business.
It's not something clicked exactly, but it's a bad decision created
Good.
my business.
You want to share the bad decision?
So, before I was working in Walmart when I was a
Mhm.
student, and then after third year, I went to my internship.
Mm.
I was making good amount of money, and I was spending too. I was sending back home, buying this, buying that,
Mhm.
because
The problem of the international student, right? You need to help your
Yes.
family at the same time.
yeah, because 3 years I couldn't save at all, and then when I had so
And it's
much
not
of money,
cheap. It's not cheap being an international
No.
student here at all. Tuition's extremely hard, right? You
Yeah.
gotta pay rent. You gotta find people because you
True.
don't know anyone. Mm.
Yeah. So after 8 months, when I got my second internship, I thought, okay, enough of flipping cars, old cars, and driving. I want to drive something brand new
Mhm.
or something almost new. So I was just going through the dealerships, and unfortunately, I got stuck in House of Cars. I don't want to say anything bad about them, but
No, this is all personal opinion.
yeah, so I got stuck over there. They gave me the deal. They showed me the car. I like the car. I drove it, and then it's like, okay, this time let me try Hyundai. So I didn't know the financing thing properly at that time,
Uh-huh.
like how it works, how many years you have to keep it and stuff. I thought I can after a year I can switch it. I can get one done. And then,
You weren't unaware of how financing works here in America.
yes,
Yeah.
and then I got into it. After a couple of months, it was coming hectic for me.
Yeah.
I tried to return the car.
Couldn't do that.
Couldn't do that. There's a process, and
Couldn't
then
lower your interest rate either, right?
no.
What was your interest rate if you don't mind me sharing? Because I know house of cars,
Um,
they ain't nothing cheap over there.
I think at that time my credit score was pretty bad, like
Uh-huh.
495 something,
Mhm.
and then
So great. So listen, you can become a successful entrepreneur too, even if you got a bad credit score once in a while. So what was, if you don't mind sharing with the viewers?
yeah.
There's only like 5 people here watching, but we appreciate you. But okay, so what actually made your credit score bad?
So basically, it's expenses and all.
Expenses. So it was just you're using too much credit. Is that kind of the idea?
Yeah,
And it
because
was-
sometimes what happens, like, okay, I was working in Walmart and 20 hours limit a week. Sometimes, I don't get enough shift.
Mhm.
My balance is like 700 a month.
Mhm.
Now I paid the rent 600. I have $100. I'm paying with that credit
Uh-huh.
card. So this way, it just kept on building.
Utilization was just high.
It was way high, and my credit card got maxed out.
Uh-huh.
It was the limit was 2,000, but I was at 2,800.
Yeah. So you
And-
owed more on the card than
Yes.
you were allowed to.
So when I was an internship, at one point I thought I will cover it up, but at the point I was like, okay, I'll put 1,000, but only 200 will be available because I'm over the limit 800.
Mhm.
And then I went to the dealership. They said, okay, based on my income and everything, they'll give me the car. After 2 months, it was a little hectic for me.
Mhm. Was because interest rate was high, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like I think 10 or 12%.
Yeah. It was during COVID recovery
No.
period too, or no?
Yeah, COVID
Yeah.
recovery period. So it was in 2022.
Yeah.
I
So
believe.
interest rates was high up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you were lucky enough to get a car at that point, right? It
Yeah.
was very difficult to get.
They're
cars.
very good at selling cars.
Yeah.
I was just going through the cars, and then he just caught me there.
So would you buy from House of Cars again?
Hyundai Sonata.
Oh, would you buy again?
No,
No.
I don't like Sonata now.
But okay, so then you a bad decision, and then so a lot of times I've noticed this a lot with a lot of people in entrepreneurship. It's they get into a really tough time, and that's where the brain starts clicking because they have to figure out how to get out of that spot. Is that kind of how you were?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's always the case. I first fall into the
Problem?
pothole,
Yeah.
and then I try to climb up.
Yeah, that's a good analogy right there. Falling in a pothole, huh?
Yeah, I always do that.
Uh-huh.
So my friend said that I am a stress magnet.
Okay, so you're stressed.
If I'm chilled, I call stress by my own.
Uh-huh. You always need something in your life.
Yeah, always. I try to overcome it, but I don't know why. When I'm stressed and in some shithole stuffs, I get out of it good stuffs.
Mm-hmm.
Very brilliant, something which seems to me, but to sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does.
Mm-hmm.
So where were we?
So you bought your car, and then,
and then
after
2
a
months,
few months, yeah.
I thought, okay, let's save some money because it was $600 monthly payment
Mhm.
plus the insurance
Insurance.
was too high for me because I have a very bad record,
Mm-hmm.
speeding tickets, a lot of stuff.
He likes maximizing his car.
Yeah, I do. Still, I didn't learn. Still,
Yeah.
now I'm doing it. I have one more ticket. I have a court date on 5th.
Yeah, well, hopefully you beat him, man. We're rooting for you.
Yeah. And then, I believe I removed the insurance
Okay.
for a month, and it came up to like $50.
So
was
were you-
parking insurance.
Okay, but were you driving the car?
I wasn't.
Okay. So you.
I had a secondary car at that time.
Okay, so you were just like, yo, the payments are killing me. I have to. Can't even use the car. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So and then something clicked on my mind. I was like, okay, why not try to make some money out of the
Mhm.
car? And then I was going through what are the options I have? Skip the dishes, not worth it. I wanted something to which the car will generate the money. Either Uber, I was just on class 5, not in
Mhm.
advance.
Mhm.
So I can't do it. I have to wait.
Mhm.
And then I was scrolling through Instagram and all, and then it came out across Turo,
Mhm.
one of the advertisements. I went through that. I did a little bit of study on it, and then I thought, okay, let's do it.
Mhm.
Whatever they needed, I provided, and I listed the car. I think I listed my car in April.
Mhm.
April 1st, it should be available, and April 2nd, I got my first trip
Mhm.
for 3 days. And then it went on the trip. It was fine. Some money came up. I was happy.
Mhm.
Almost 25% of my payment was covered.
Mhm.
And then it got a second trip,
Mhm.
third trip. It was going. And then
You're
that.
like, it makes sense. But this time you were by yourself, right? Nobody else.
Hmm?
At this point, you were by yourself, though. Nobody else, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
And then after third trip, I believe I found some damage in the car, and I didn't know how to claim it.
Mhm.
So I had to fix it out of my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Then I pushed back a little bit. I was like, should I do it?
So
or should-
you paid for that person's damage.
Yes.
Ah.
I didn't know the whole process.
Yeah.
I was learning while I was going.
Mhm.
And then I thought I'll remove it, and then I saw the bookings for June
Mhm.
and for mid-May, and I said, okay, let's give it a shot. May, June, July, August, September. I was booked.
Mhm.
The car was running. Everyone's thing was going. By the time I was learning how to claim, I did a claim on a tire as well. Um, so a guy, he drove over the gravels and all, and he lied at the first.
How did you find out? What did you see?
So so these are my personal cars, so I'm always used to it. Like
You're
what
driving
is-
it, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
driving, and I know what's the issue, what's going on. So I even look for mechanic. I was feeling like the front tire is a little skidding. So what I checked, I saw the tire, the wires that came off already from the tire, and then I saw some the mud flap. One of the flap is broken, and there were some stones. So I texted right away, like, hey, did you go through any gravel or something? He said, no, I didn't. I said, where did you travel to? He said, I went to Sparwood. Now, I was working with tech at that time. I know Sparwood roads because I've been there a couple of times. So I said, so I told him, did you take the right turn after Waterton while going to Waterton, or you took the right before Waterton? He said after Waterton, and that road is 30 kilometers full gravel.
So you knew right away. You're like, this guy is lying to me.
Yes, and he said, and I said the tires and saw the shoulder, and he said, okay, I'm sorry, I think I went to gravel, so damaged. So I said, how you want to pay it? And he said, okay, I'll go through Turo. Then I went to Turo's claims site, and there I figured out we can claim it, and I claimed it, and I got the money. So I repaired the tire and the mud flap as well.
How much did they give you for the tire? if you don't mind asking? Was
They
there
gave
enough
me-
to cover it?
Yeah,
Okay, that's
I got a brand new tire, the good one,
Did you have to switch both tires though, or just one?
just one.
Okay.
Because all the 4 tires were new, just one was gone bad. So I got the tires, and then I knew how the claim works. Then
now
I said,
now you know how to make money and not lose your vehicle.
yes. After September, when my internship ended at October, in September I didn't have any job. In October mid, I have no job, but I was still living comfortably because Turo was earning so much money, not so much, but good enough to make me live comfortably, and I was, unemployed for 2 months. And then one of my friend, he was like, how's Turo going? I said, it's good. Then I shared the way I'm sharing with
The
you.
details, yeah.
Yeah, details. And it's like, okay, how about if I want to give a car? Because he wanted to get involved. Because I know the system, how it works. I know how the booking works. And I know how the analysis I have to do after 2 weeks. And then he said, how about we share the work? It's easier for me then as well. So I said, okay, you look after the pricing and all. I'll look after the operations and everything. Okay, and then he brought a car. He's a housemate, so the second floor, he lives in third floor of a building, and second floor is his friend. His friend saw he got a car and he's doing a business because his was a Nissan Rogue 2021, comes with all the options. Got rented out the next week. So his friend also was interested. It's like, okay, I want to get into it as well. They both came up, and they were both senior than me, and their experience, and the guy who looks after our analysis, like, okay, I have to make the price like this and stuff, is one guy. Another guy looks after our paperwork and everything. Okay, we are up to date. This much is money we have to give to this, that. Then we 3 decided, okay, let's divide the work. I'll look after the operations. You look after the pricing and everything. You look after the analysis and everything. So we 3 divided. That guy also bought up a car.
Yeah, put one in.
One in, and I was like, okay. And then I want to get rid of Sonata.
Why do you hate the Sonata, man?
This car gave me a lot of trouble.
Okay.
And
This is a problematic car.
problematic, and I don't like problems. If I don't try to resolve it. I just try to get rid of it. So, this car is my 12th car.
Goddamn. How
So-
long you been in Canada, man?
5 years.
5 years, 12 cars.
Basically, those were all old cars.
Okay.
So I used to drive for 3-4 months.
Uh-huh.
If it started giving issue, I used to compare whether should I fix it or not. If I fix it, if it will create problem in future or not. If it creates problem, I'll just sell it. Sell it in profit.
Were
Get
you
it.
most of the time making money?
Yeah.
He's good at his car. He's good at his cars.
I was selling, buying. Every 3 or 4 months later, I have a new car because I was doing it. For which I got into financing, but I didn't know it doesn't work that way. It was my mistake, but
It
led
was a
to
learning process.
learning process. And then we 3 started. At the beginning, I went to another dealership. They said, okay, we can co-sign a car for you you can have two cars, but after a year when your credit score builds up, you can get rid of one or do something. So now I understood. So one of my partner, he's co-signed with me. So I got the car I wanted because I wanted to keep it. The other one I might get rid of and get a car for business. So and then we had four. One Lexus that we had, one Camry, Sonata, and a Nissan Rogue. We were doing it till December, like 3-4 months, and we were doing well. And now it was becoming hectic because we got 3 more cars coming in with us. And then I said, okay, let's get some people to work for us. And first I got 2 people, 2 juniors who does skip the dishes. So I said, how much do you earn in an hour and stuff? So he said 20, 25. I said, okay, I'll give you $25 for just 30 minutes of your time. They said, okay. And then we started rolling. And since in January we decided, okay, let's get official. We'll make our business more big. We'll be in Turo. We'll be in every sector related to cars and some other sectors. But let's start it in an official manner. We should have a name and everything. So in January we registered our firm, and we have a team of around 10.
Nice. So then, just renting cars is not your main is your main thing, but not all your things.
No.
Well, what else do you do?
So we didn't start yet, but we are on the process. We're almost there. We are getting into real estate. So real estate is like people buy and sell houses, that we know, but realtors need some help with the access, some other works. Before a realtor display a home, they need a photo, they need some signage, and they need some mapping of the building, how big it is, how many square feet, and everything. So that's called surveying, and we are trying to cover that. We got a guy who can do those. We already got the sign ready. We got a couple already. But we want to get into surveying as well. Once we get stable our surveying, so Turo we are now a little less focused because we got a team lead. We are grooming him up. So he will be taking care of all the operations
to that.
Yep, in summer. The other guy among 3 of our partners will be looking after the pricing and everything, but the operations he'll be looking at. I'll be going to the real estate operations now. So we are planning to go into the show home as well. So we got a couple of people will be doing that as well. We didn't start it yet.
But it's in the process of beginning.
Yes, because me and my other partner, we are going back home. One already went. I'm going in Jan 7th, so 1 month we won't be here. So we just don't want to push something and we won't be present.
You want to start it when you're here and you can actually control it. Yes.
Because seeing it with my own eyes, it's better than knowing, okay, this is happening, that's happening. If something went wrong, I can go right away and fix it. So we are trying on that. After that, one plan is with you in clothing, and one plan is in the car flipping.
Nice. So your original degree, or your original course degree that you came here for, what was that?
Software engineering.
So nothing related to software engineering as of right now, right?
Yeah.
So at what point did you realize that software engineering, although you're going to obviously do the course, you're going to get that done because you spent so much time in it, but at what point did you realize that business was where your acumen was and not in software engineering?
It's exactly not that. I've always wanted to do business, but the business I started is just went on a different direction.
Yeah, it just made sense to you, right?
Yeah. Because originally I wanted to study automotive engineering, but the university which were offering were pretty expensive, so I went for my second thought, which was software engineering. But I always had craze for cars, so which dragged me here.
Nice, and it's all begun ever since, right?
Yeah.
So that's nice. Okay, so do you have any advice for people who want to start, especially people who are from Bangladesh and then want to start a business or something? Do you have any advice for them?
The only advice is when you think of something, a lot of people say, oh no, they show calculations. But calculations looks good on paper, not on real life.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Because
I agree.
even in my case, when I got the car, everyone's saying, okay, what you gonna do when you go back to school and stuff? How will you do the payments? How will you do the rents? How will you earn your living and stuff? But everything is covered. It's been 2 years I've been owning the car, and I have 2 now, so under my name. Everything's going smooth. Yeah, I need to struggle. Okay, I have a job. I have to do a job. I'm studying as well, full-time job. So I have to meet
full-time student, full-time job, full-time businessman.
Yeah, but when I turn back, I can see there is an firm under my name. I'm the director of it.
Uh-huh.
When I'm going home from my work, even though I'm tired, I can see my car there.
Mm-hmm.
The one I love, I'm driving it home.
Mm-hmm.
So little pieces of thing should appreciate, which gives you motivation to
Mm-hmm.
fight the hardships.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. I appreciate your time here, man. I think the main thing that I've seen from him as well is you need to get people in it, right?
Mhm.
You need to make sure you get the right people, the right talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can really grow it up. But yeah.
Yep.
Huh?
Though I try to help people, but when I was getting people for my driving, like dropping off and picking up, I first checked the driving how it was. Though I'm the most reckless driver, but I was like, I want
Yeah.
someone smooth to drive.
Yeah,
with.
you're like, I don't want to see no damage before I get to the customer.
Yeah.
Do you have any really bad stories on your customers that really
Yeah,
anyone
the recent one is the most good one. It's a customer was racist.
Oh,
Straight. The only problem he had with us because we are brown.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Did he leave you a bad review?
Of course.
Yeah,
He did a bad review, but he did one mistake that he was leaving review messages. He showed his because on the first day when my I was busy with my exams and all, when my partner was saying there's a customer, he had the car for 10 days and he's complaining every single day, and he had the car which we have perfect condition as you can describe,
Mm-hmm.
and that car never can give a problem.
And what was he saying? Like, it's not good.
First, his thing was there was a crack on the windshield. There wasn't a crack in the windshield. It was cold weather. When you turn the wiper and the water gets condensed, it makes a leak.
Yeah. Okay. So literally just was. That's
Yes,
stupidity,
he
yeah.
said crack, and I gave the car myself. It was good, and then he said, okay, crack. Sunroof wasn't working. Okay, that's a problem because sunroof, when you go to the car wash, it gets
It's
jammed.
frozen, yeah.
It gets frozen. So we said, okay, the weather is cold. We clean the car for you, so it just give us some time or parking underground. Why would we do that? And I don't have a parking. Now he went to somewhere I don't know, underground parking or something. He paid for it, and he's asking refund for that
Why?
because the car's nothing was open. It's just the sunroof. In -20, I don't know who opens the sunroof, and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's up to him. He rented the car.
Uh-huh.
But the initial fight started. His drop off was at 1:30. I mean pickup. We were here at 1:35 because there was traffic and snow.
Yeah.
In this 5 minutes, he went to downtown, took a taxi, and he asked us to drop the car downtown. So my partner went and dropped it off in downtown.
Okay. So
He
first it
added
was
the-
the airport, and then he just decided to go downtown.
Yeah, because his hotel was in the downtown. He can't wait. According to him, we should wait for him.
Uh-huh.
So we told him the situation. Okay, we can't wait here, and it's cold. We track your flight. Your flight landed in 1:20, so we would be there 1:30. It was just 55 minutes late.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So all this stuff went on. So I went to pick up the car. I didn't listen to him much. I just took the keys and he left. And then he was writing on the reviews and all. So when I saw, I was like, he's being racist. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
My partners didn't believe. No, how he can be and all this stuff. And one day he said,
What did he say?
he said, just because you're Indian doesn't make you a good Canadian. And then he was like,
Why did he text that?
he I don't know what he was thinking, but we put it to the I was like, what to do it, and he said, okay. They took care of him. They froze his account and stuff, so now he can't rent anymore from
Did you give him a bad review?
No.
Okay. See, nice guy. We don't either. No, we can't even see the reviews before, right? So it's like you
Yeah.
give somebody a 1 star, they give you 5. You're like, oh shit.
Sometimes we help the customers a lot, try to accommodate them, but
Yeah.
I don't know why they focus on the car.
Yeah, never the customer service, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah,
It is there. Same
Yeah.
as the way the place we work.
yeah. But okay, well, we appreciate your time, my friend. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And awesome. So, see you next time, guys.